Okay. Let's see. Okay, here is our waiver. And is that showing up there for you? Or did I just forget to share? I'm telling you, I've been out sick for a couple of days, so
Oh
my brain's
no,
still a little bit foggy. So it's kind of taking me a minute to get back into the swing of things.
that's okay.
Okay.
That's okay. I can see it now.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Well, wonderful. I know we're probably a few seconds early, but I'm going to give you everything back.
Perfect. Well, thank you so
Okay.
much. Um, I've got about, there we go, hit it on the dot. Welcome everybody to this week's ERGOFIT class. As you'll see, I'm seated today. My name's Barbara Morgan with Health Fitness, and I'm so happy to have you join me. We're just going to start with a couple big deep breaths and reach up to the sky. Today, we're going to kind of focus on our back a little bit. I get pinged by people and say, hey, can we do this? Can we do that? And it's like, yeah, sure. So one more big deep breath up to the top. Okay, I'm going to turn sideways, so hopefully you can see this a little better, but our first stretch is going to start out with, you want to move forward a little bit so that your legs are really hanging off the end of your chair. So you're going to be toward the very front of your chair, and I want you to put your hands on your knees, and we're going to put our chin down to our chest and round our back, and see if you can slide your fingers any further down your knees. So we're getting a nice stretch up through the back and the shoulders. And we're just going to hold that for about 15-20 seconds. And then we are going to look up at the ceiling and kind of really push your shoulders back and sit up as straight as you can. So yesterday was Tension to Tranquility was our webinar for the quarter. I saw some faces there I recognized, but if you didn't get a chance to see it, I'm going to post the recording in the slide deck. It was really a different approach. Okay, we're going to come down one more time. So I'm going to slide our hands down our knees a little bit and round our back as much as we can. So it was really discussing a lot of the things that you could do in addition to stretching and moving that can help change your workspace. And we're going to look up at the ceiling again. Just see how far back we can stretch. Perfect. Next one. I'm going to roll forward here for you. We're going to take our arms behind our head and kind of just press your head back into your palms. And then we are going to stretch those back. So now we're using more upper body, upper back. You're getting a stretch along the chest. And we're just going to hold that. And then relax. And we're going to do that 2 more times. Yeah, the webinar was interesting. We explored what you could do to help your day be a little calmer. And we're going to relax. And one more. One of the things I never thought of is how cluttered your desk is. I really like starting out my week with a clean desk. That gives me a better frame of mind. Making sure you don't have any cords underneath your desk and tripping hazards. And relax. Shake that out a little bit. Now the next one we're going to do is that trunk that we usually do standing up. So we're going to put one hand up over our head, and I've got my left hand up, and I'm just going to lean to the left. So we're getting a nice stretch up through your lats and up into your arm. And we're going to hold that. And we're going to switch arms. Right arm up over to the left side. And it's just kind of a trunk bend. You can hold onto the arm of the chair if you want. But the idea is we're trying to collapse that left side now as we lean over to the right. You know, we talked about having plants on your desk, pictures of your vacation or your loved ones or animals. And we're going to do one more over to the right side. Perfect. And one more over to the left. Great. Okay. We're going to go back with our hands behind our heads again and kind of pushing your head back into your hands. And now we are going to turn and we're going to lower that elbow as much as we can. So the idea is you should be feeling each of these stretches in a little bit different parts. And we're going to come up and now we're going to do the same thing over to the right side. So you're trying to twist as much as you can, gets more of a stretch up through the back, but you should even be feeling this down through your arms, especially biceps and triceps. Okay, we're going to do one more to the left. And again, don't do anything that hurts. Should be just a mild tension. And one more to the right. Okay, we don't do too many of these, but I want to do something for our hip flexors today. So I'm going to stand up. And ideally, if you could move your chair up against a wall, this is a great way to do it. I'm just going to not push as hard as I might. But what I'm going to do is you hold on to the back of your chair and you want to take your right foot forward and your back leg is straight. So front leg, bend at the knee, back leg straight, and you want to kind of push on that chair. And what we're stretching is right here in the front of your left leg. So our hip flexors get really tight when we sit a lot. So this is a great way to have them loosen up just a little bit. And again, the more you can push with your chair, the better the stretch is. I don't want my chair to move. All right, we're going to switch feet. So the right foot goes back. We're going to bend that left knee, right leg straight, get it back as far as you can. And then you want to just kind of almost lower down into it so that the pull's coming in the front of the leg and up through the hip. Perfect. We're going to do one more. Back in your chair again. And this is just a basic trunk twist. So we're just going to see how far we can twist around and look over the back of our chair. Over to the right. Sorry, we're going to come over to the left. I'm left-handed, so I have a tendency to start everything on the left side. And one more to the right. And one more to the left. All right, we're gonna finish up with a couple little hand wiggles. Gonna stretch our fingers out. Let me do this so you can see better in front of my black shirt. We're gonna stretch our fingers out. We're gonna wiggle them, bring them into a tight fist. Out, wiggle them, tight fist. We are coming up on time. I appreciate everybody joining me today. If you need any one-on-one help, please reach out to me via Teams or email, Outlook. And I wish everybody a very happy rest of your Wednesday and a good week to come. We'll see you next Wednesday. Thank you so much.
Bye. Thank you, Barbara.
You're welcome.